What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is now Jeremy's Pedal Power Hour. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Looks like it's a little slow right now on my end, but we'll get some more people in here. But having a good day. I hope you guys are having an awesome time. This is Jeremy's Pedal Power Hour, where I, Jeremy, interview other people who are YouTubers who are also mountain bikers. You guys get to ask all the questions you can, and we'll just have a fun time. And I like to say it's seriously not serious. Today I have a super awesome dude, like normal, with even, like I've said in my posts, a cooler last name than I definitely do. I have Drew Blankenbecler on with me. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, Jeremy?
It's going awesome. Awesome. So with that, the Blankenbecler, I'm saying it correctly. Correct? I think
Oh,
you said
dude, you
that's right.
nailed it.
Awesome. Fantastic. That's awesome. First time I saw you on, I have to admit, like, first time I saw your channel, I'm like, what is this? What is this? That's awesome. And
Yeah.
I think, if I recall, you found out what that name is from. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But so you have a YouTube channel. How long have you had Drew Blankenbecler's YouTube channel?
So I've been making videos for about, I think it's been 2.5 years now.
That's awesome. Dang, that's about the same time as me, and you're definitely kicking butt. And it probably has to do with you being able to ride 10 times better than me. But what made
I
you
don't know about
decide?
that, man.
What made you decide to start with the YouTubing world?
Man, I've always been really fascinated by making videos, even growing up as a kid, just running around the backyard, with a little Sony Handycam,
Yeah.
making videos. So I've always loved making videos and then combining that with mountain biking. Yeah, it just kind of fit.
That's perfect. Yeah, when I was a kid, we had a trampoline in the backyard, and I would take my dad's old VHS recorder and do backflips on the trampoline or front flips, and just record myself and go back and watch them on the little TV screen in our bedroom.
Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
awesome.
Well, tell people who haven't seen your channel before, because that's the whole purpose of Jeremy's Pedal Power Hour, is to get new people to see your channel, and find new channels out there. Tell people out there what your channel is all about, if you can.
Yeah, sure. Well, thank you so much, Jeremy, for having me. And I think that's really cool. If you don't know me, I'm Drew. I'm 25. Been making videos, like I said, for 2.5 years. My channel's all about mountain biking. We've got some riding clips, some edits, a couple how-tos, just a lot of really fun videos, and definitely more on the way as well.
Awesome. And like, you started, you were recording little stuff here and there. Do you have any other types of um, editing or recording practice or anything like that experience?
A little bit, yeah. So I actually went to school, to college I took a bunch of video production
Yeah.
classes, multimedia classes, so graphic design, audio, video, and really was able to refine, I guess, some of my skill set or work towards becoming a better video content creator through that. So I do have a little experience outside of mountain biking videos, shooting some weddings, some action sports. I worked for a wakeboard park
Oh,
for a
nice.
little bit, which was a ton of fun. I was like on the back of a jet ski filming, trying not to fall off, drop the $4,000 camera in
Of
the
course,
water.
yeah.
So a little bit more outside of the YouTube realm.
With the wakeboarding, is it one of those with the zip line ones, or was it like,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah, it's really cool. I'm lucky
Never
to
done
live
that.
really close to this. Yeah, it's a cable park.
Yeah,
It's
cable
called
park. Yes.
Terminus Wake Park, for anyone local here. But yeah, you basically have two glorified ponds, and they've got some plastic ramps set up, and you go around as many times as you want until you fall off. So it's a
Oh.
ton of fun. You can get a lot of practice in.
See, I used to wakeboard back in Oklahoma, and I used to live there, and never been in one of those places. Always saw the bad happenings of it, where people would hold on too tight, not be ready, and just face plant right on.
Or the worst, where you tell the person, yeah, let go of the rope when you're done, but then they just keep getting dragged by the boat. I've seen a couple of those.
Well, that happens whether you're on a cable or you're on a boat. I've done that too many times. Forget to let
Yeah,
go, and it
let
just
go.
keeps going, just keeps hurting. You just keep swallowing more and more fish poopy water. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's right.
So, How long you been mountain biking?
So mountain biking now, I was actually thinking about this the other day. I think it's been 10 years at this point, so quite a
Wow.
while. It's a long time to do something.
Yeah. Did you start off just cycling around the house, or were you immediately out there hitting jumps?
Well, actually, I guess biking longer than that because I
Yeah.
grew up riding BMX in
Okay.
the early days, and then I got really into dirt biking and motocross. I raced a little bit in my middle and early high school days, so always kind of been around two wheels.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Everybody I seem to interview has done some form of uh, BMX world, and I never touched it. I was a stinking fruit booter, and
A fruit beer,
I
a
was a
rollerblader.
I was a rollerblader. Aggressive
Oh, right
inlining,
on.
man. Aggressive inlining.
That's
Uh,
cool.
but yeah, that's totally cool. Now you're in Atlanta, you said, correct?
Yep, just north of Atlanta in Marietta.
And you guys got some decent trails there, eh?
Yeah, we're really fortunate to have some really cool trails. We don't have a ton of elevation,
Yeah.
but we have some really cool purpose-built trails and some more stuff getting built. So it's a really cool riding scene right now.
I bet you got a bunch more elevation than we do down here in Florida, though.
I guess a little bit more. We get the rolling hills. I guess
Yeah,
you just get sand. Or
we just get sand.
Do you have some elevation?
It depends on the place.
Uh-huh.
Out in the Panhandle and Tallahassee area, we get there's a place called Tom Brown, and there's some elevation on that sometimes. Well, not sometimes. There's elevation there, and then further south, there's some places we like to find like quarries that they used to mine,
Hmm.
and we'll turn those into to mountain bike trails.
Yeah, I
It's
imagine that's
crazy.
probably pretty cool.
It's crazy what they find with our elevation here. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Real quickly, anybody who's on, I know it's a slow start for people getting on, but if you have questions, the whole point of this thing is you guys to get to know Drew here. Let's see, it's down there in my screen, right down there. Like, what was that TV show? It had was it the Partridge Family? That they
I
would
don't
have
know.
this older than you, 10 years older than you. There was a old, it was not even my era. They had TV show shots of each person in the family, and there was like 10 people in the family. And it was like cheaper by the dozen, but older time.
See,
And
cheaper is my era.
yes, the same here. Oh, pretty close. But like they would look down at each other. They had shots like I'm seeing right here with you and I, and they would look down at each other. I think it was the Partridge Family, or man, I'm going blank, and I'm sure someone that's going to watch this is going to make fun of me. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, that's what I'm pointing. But yeah, a lot of all the stuff around here is all salt and quarries and all that mining stuff they do. So we make the elevation work here. Now you're real close to like the Appalachian Mountains and all that though.
We are, yep, real close. Probably 2 hours from up
Okay,
there.
well that's a normal bike drive for me. Where's your local trail?
Right now, I guess local right now is called Allatoona Creek.
Yeah.
And that's about 10 minutes away. But I kind of consider Blankets Creek my local trail. That's kind of what we always go to. It's
Yeah.
about a 25-30 minute drive, just right up the road.
So you're saying 2 hours to these big trails, but Blankets is like one of the top. Like everybody knows Blankets.
Yeah, I guess 2 hours. I'll correct myself to like to actual the North Georgia mountains. I guess
Okay.
the local stuff like Blankets, Allatoona, and Rope Mill and all that is
Yeah.
yeah, that's like a weekly ride.
Man, I've never hit Blankets, and all my friends around me have gone to
No
Blankets.
way, you got to come up.
I've never gone to Blankets. So yeah, I'm going to be going as soon as possible, and I'm going to hit you up, and we're gonna, you're gonna show me the blessed places there, and hopefully I won't die.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. So what do you ride? What's your bike you ride?
I have bounced in and out of bikes, but right now I am on a one bike quiver. It's a 2019 Stump Jumper. It's a
Okay.
27.5. Been
Okay.
really enjoying it.
Yeah. That's
And what
cool.
bike are you on?
I'm on the Kona, the 2019 Kona Process 153,
Nice.
153. So it's nice. It's got pretty colors, and everybody knows pretty colors make you ride faster and better. So
That's right. Yeah, that's why I went with the bright red bike.
bright red. I don't know if I could do red. There are certain colors that I couldn't do, and green is one of them. I could not do a green bike. Neon green, like fluorescent green, I could do, but like just regular hunter green, I could not do that. Red is coming close to that, but bright red, like is it like fire red?
It's like you got to have like sunglasses on to look at it. It's like very bright.
I like that. That's cool. I might like that. So you is it what do you have it decked out as? Is it custom or is it just come with a normal Fox 34s or what on it?
I'd say it's pretty decked out. I try not to geek out too much on my on all the components and everything, but I think it's pretty well set up. I'm a big Shimano fan, so I have
Yeah.
Shimano XT drivetrain on it, and then I'm a Fox suspension fan, so I have a X2 in the rear and then a 36, and both
Okay.
are 160 mil.
How do you feel about the what is it, a 38?
I would love to ride one. I haven't been on one yet, but they look awesome.
They look awesome? Don't they look the same?
Well, like the concept, a little bit
Okay.
burlier.
Okay.
I guess they're kind of catered towards I guess what Fox is doing is that's going to be like the 170, 180 fork where you do need that little bit stiffer chassis.
Yeah.
But I'm so light, the point like I don't think there would be a huge difference for me 36 versus 38 as far as like the structural rigidity of it.
Yeah. Okay. I really don't ask this a lot of times, but what's your tire? What's your go-to tires?
So right now I have I'm running DHF 25 front and rear, and
Okay.
that's for more like the steeper trails. Just get a little more traction braking.
Do you
But
have the
normally
the
I
EXO
run.
tires or are you double downs?
I currently have EXO. I normally would run if I had to choose EXO front, double down with cush core in the rear.
Okay. And you're riding Cush Core right now too?
Currently not
Oh,
installed.
okay.
About to do that tomorrow.
Oh, cool. I don't have any of that. We don't ride hard enough here to really need Cush Core, so that's
I've
cool.
just flatted one too many times to not consider it.
See, I just recently I did the enduro up in Oak Mountain in
Uh-huh.
Alabama, and I right before it I got the Aggressor, the Maxxis Aggressor, and everybody down here, well, not everybody, a lot of people like the tire, but some
Hmm.
people are like that's just a terrible, it's bad. It's not good. It's made for downhill. And I'm like, no, it's not. And it's like their enduro tire. And I had the DH. You have two DH. You have DHF in front and rear.
Front and rear.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
burly.
I've seen that. I had the DHR in the rear and DH. I still have the DHF in the front. Uh, it was just too heavy, too much for around here. I didn't like
I'm
it.
sure, yeah.
I'm
So you're
really
running the aggressor right now?
I'm running the Aggressor. I could not tell you the size. I cannot tell you the size. That's just that. Um, but it's going fun and it's a fast tire. I'm enjoying it. But
Nice.
have you done any? I said I just did the enduro race. Have you done any races around you?
I have I actually was pretty pumped up on racing for a while.
Yeah.
I haven't done a race in about a year, but
All
let's
enduro or what?
all enduro.
Yeah.
Yep. But back up, let's see, 4 years ago, I was doing like all the Southeast enduro races. Like
Hmm.
I would try and check off everyone. I did the whole back then it was the Third Coast Enduro Series,
Yeah.
so I'd try and do all those. But I've been getting back into it. I've been training a little harder, I guess, recently. So I'm gonna jump back into some racing this next season.
Yeah.
I guess once everything opens back up.
With that, you see, I'm wanting to do a bunch more racing this next year when things start opening back up. What are you doing? Like, I just got a gravel bike, um, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of well, not gravel riding yet. I haven't actually rode a gravel yet. I've done a lot of road riding and just going out and riding my mountain bike around here. What do you do to train for your races?
Um, Well, I guess kind of you can set up, or at least I'll set up a little bit more regimented training plan rather than, just go goof off in the woods.
Uh huh.
So try and get in like a big, maybe set like, okay, Saturdays I'm going to do like a 20+ mile ride.
Yeah.
And then do, a big ride a week and then, hit your mileage goals for the week and then, take care of yourself as far as sleep and nutrition and, maybe a few push-ups every now and then off the bike.
Yeah. Okay. So do you do road riding, gravel riding, or anything like that to
I
get in shape?
don't
You don't?
honestly. I guess some cross training would be like dirt biking.
Okay.
I'll go dirt bike every now and then. And I think for downhill and enduro racing, dirt biking is awesome cross training. Not necessarily for like your cardio fitness wise.
Yeah.
Definitely for like arm pump wise,
Yeah.
hanging onto a dirt bike for 2 hours is like, dude, you can't move your arms.
Jeez.
Um, and then also as far as like speed, you're on a dirt bike, you're 20, 30, 40 miles an hour. And that just kind of helps you, be confident like for longer times at higher speeds on the mountain bike.
That's awesome. You see, I haven't rode a dirt bike since I was a kid, and got friends around here that go. I mean, that's what they do. I mean, if it, we don't got a lot of mountain biking perfect spots here, but dirt biking is pretty large here. But I don't have a dirt bike, and I haven't done it since I was a kid.
I
That's
mean, I'm with you. I wish I could get out more.
that's totally cool though. I loved it. Loved it when I was a kid. Have you been doing that a long time, or?
Yeah, I think, well, since I guess I was like 13,
Yeah.
that's when I first got into it and kind of started tinkering on bikes and riding around. Just, we made some, sure, this is like everyone with a dirt bike, made some trails in our backyard and,
Yeah.
just what you do as a 13-year-old.
Of course. Make the sketchiest jump you can make.
Have you ever had any bad crashes on a dirt bike?
On a dirt bike, no, I'm not gonna say bad. I was probably 13, maybe younger. I was at my older brother's house, and his kid, he got him just a automatic dirt bike. It wasn't manual shift or anything like that. It was straight up auto kids bike, and took it out on just an empty lot in their neighborhood, and we were all riding back and forth, taking turns, and my turn was the third turn back onto it, and I tried to stop real fast, and it slipped out from underneath me, and
Oh no.
I went to my right side for your foot brake, and bent the foot brake like way up, and I felt so bad. I mean, it didn't really hurt. It was really soft dirt,
Yeah.
but that's the only dirt bike wreck. I wrecked a scooter, a motor scooter once too, but that doesn't count. Yeah, that was the biggest dirt bike wreck I've ever had. What
Hey,
about?
that's not bad though for a dirt bike wreck. That's don't get hurt and
Yeah,
bend a brake lever.
yeah. It
Hey,
was
that's
more
pretty good.
embarrassment. What about you?
Let's see.
Oh, geez,
I
you got to think of the
had,
best one.
yeah, unfortunately, right? I had one. I remember it really clearly. I was on this track and I got cross rutted. So my front wheel went in one big rut and my back wheel went in another, and
Yeah.
it just basically like twisted the bike and it just catapulted me. And I remember just rolling at like
Uh,
40 miles an hour and trying to make sure the bike didn't topple on top of me. And I guess I lived to tell the tale, but
yeah,
it wasn't too bad.
we have bad wrecks sometimes on a mountain bike, but not on a dirt bike. Dirt bike just
Whew, it's high
that
speed,
tops it.
man.
Yeah, dude, that's just nasty. No, I don't have a wreck like that. I was I'll tell my scooter one. I was borrowing a scooter during Christmas time in college from a guy in the dorms, and it was just a Honda scooter. I don't know. And I went around a corner and hit a patch of sand, and the back wheel slipped out in front of me in the same position. I just realized it's the same position as the dirt bike. Slips out underneath me, and I slide for about 20 feet on my side, giving me some nice road rash on the hip, and the bike goes another 20 feet past me.
Oh
And
man.
luckily, someone was there right behind me, and it was still not in the parking lot, but it was still on campus. But yeah, that was terribly embarrassing. Terribly embarrassing.
Man, concrete. That's crazy.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
bad, dude. Do you ride road also?
No, I'm kind of scared of you're talking like a motorcycle on the road.
Yeah, street bike. Yeah.
Man, I'm scared of other drivers, honestly.
Yep.
I'll share that.
I've had several street bikes and then moved here and sold it for a family car, family vehicle.
Hey, that makes sense, right?
And it was orange too, not the bike, the car. I regret that thing. But yeah. So do you have some races planned coming up? Because there's supposedly going to be some races around you actually. Well, I mean up in Alabama, but not too far from you.
I don't have anything right now. I would like to do the win or the like the downhill southeast, the single crown stuff.
Yeah.
So the Wind Rock is always a good one.
Buddy of mine
But
just raced in that this last year, the Windrock downhill race. Did he do it? He did the enduro, and I think he did the downhill.
it's man, Windrock is so humbling. Even just going
Huh?
and riding out there is you got to be on your A game, especially racing. So I haven't raced there before.
That's crazy. Well, hopefully I can get out there and do some more riding around your area, and you can show me some real trails. We got
Man,
real
please
trails,
do.
just different, better, more
And
down.
likewise, I want to come down, and I've never ridden in Florida. But I know you guys have some cool stuff. I've
We got
seen
some cool stuff.
all the media.
You got to get used to sand. Sand is it's the norm. I mean, people are like, "Oh my God, it's so sandy." Well, it's flipping Florida. Of course, it's sandy. This
Yeah,
was
you're on the beach.
well, we got lots of trails too that as you're riding, you'll see seashells, like big, huge conch shells, and
Man,
it's
yeah,
just there on the side.
and I think you forgot the big one, alligators. That's like
Oh yeah,
crazy. That
that's
is
so we're so
nuts.
used to that. That's nothing. Especially down in like places like Alafaya, and they got some swamps down in that. I mean, it's by the body of water, and there's a place called Malacompra here, close to me, and alligators are a norm. There's actually a skinny bridge at Malacompra that you do a roundabout, and a lot of times there will be alligators underneath the skinny, so
Oh,
you
dude, that is
can't
next
fall.
level. Like,
Yeah.
oh, skinnies are already bad, and then throw some dang gators
Well, you
under
got
there,
people
bite your
talking
leg
about
off.
jumping over like fire pits and everything. I'm like, bro, that's a chill day. Heck yeah, I'll do a fire pit. Come do some alligators with me.
Some gator skinnies.
Gator skinnies. What's the craziest trail system you've done? Yeah, you said Windrock is pretty humbling. What's your most challenging place you've gone to?
We've stepped it up a level from Florida, and we don't have gator skinnies. We have bear skinnies. So we have like a bear
Bear.
pit. and
Okay.
a skinny, a real narrow one. It's just a tire width,
Uh-huh.
and you gotta, if you fall off, you're just bare food.
So there's bears right underneath you. Like you'll see them there.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Trying to one up me, man. I'd take alligators over bears. Alligators move a little bit slower
No,
than
that is
bears.
crazy, man. We don't have anything like that.
That's crazy. Well, I've seen some. There's a video of a guy mountain biking. I think it's Colorado, and there was a grizzly chasing after him in the group of guys. But
Dude, yeah, I think I've probably seen that same video. That would be terrifying.
that's a puckering fear. I would not be very happy with that. But what is your favorite trail? First off, what's your favorite trail system around you?
Right now, my favorite trail system is Pine Mountain. It is actually only about 30 minutes away,
Yeah.
and it's neat because it's really the first. Um, I wouldn't call it a mountain. I guess it is a mountain,
Yeah.
but it's a big rolling hill. We'll call it that. The first one, kind of as an introduction to the North Georgia Appalachian Mountains,
Yeah.
and so it's really nice. You get a whole 1,000-foot climb, and you get to the top, and you got a nice scenic view. And now there's 5 really fun ways to go down, and all of them they're really all different, but they're very like steep, and there's a couple
Hmm.
loamy ones. It's just very unique for the area, and
Yeah.
like there's nothing like it in North Carolina or Tennessee. It's just super different. So it's been fun riding that recently.
That's cool.
And it's a little bit more of a smaller spot. There's not quite as crowded as a lot of the
Yeah.
local parks.
More of a secret spot.
Yeah, it's I guess it's not secret, but everything stays kind of I don't know, under the radar a little bit more when because it's not, I don't know if it's technically sanctioned for mountain bikes yet. It's just kind of, people have gone out there and built it.
Super cool. We got the other Drew, Mountain Mayhem, on now. And shout out to Drew from Mountain Mayhem. He's helped me create the beautiful artwork that you're seeing in the background behind me. And he's awesome with that. But 2 awesome Drew guys. So what's up, Drew? Shout out to you, buddy. That's super cool, dude. Well, what's a dream? And try to be a little original. You don't have to be original. You can not be original if you want to. But what's a dream trail system for you to ride?
Man, so for the last 10 years since I started mountain biking, it was Whistler Bike Park.
Of course,
And
that's the non-original one. But that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, exactly.
It's everyone's.
But I'll share my success story. I obviously had to fund it all myself, so I've never been able to do that. But I worked as much as I could and saved and saved. And then this last summer, I was able to go out there and took a 2-week trip. And it was better than what I imagined. So super fun. And then now I really want to do some more riding out west. So I want to hit my next area that I want to ride is Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Oh yes. I used to ski. The same time I was a fruit booter, I was a skier.
Oh yeah.
Kind of go frontwards and backwards on, so I was hardcore with that. And Jackson Hole was like the legit place that I wanted to go. That's awesome. Well, Drew is asking. He has a question for Drew. Drew has a question for Drew. What does a banana with the peel and Sharpie taste like? I don't understand. But
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken. Do you want to explain a banana peel and a Sharpie?
Oh, I think Drew, that's a good one. I think you may be referencing one of my videos at the end of it, because you can't have the classic, please like and subscribe. You gotta come up with something more creative.
Yeah.
Or at least that's my thought. So
Yeah.
I wrote it on a banana, and then I took a bite of it with
saying,
the peel on.
Can't say that you're saying can't have the like, share, and subscribe, even though you can't see it, but right below Go like, share, and subscribe.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's
No,
all good.
no, trust me, I'm do the same thing.
That's hilarious. Actually, let's do a thumbnail. You point to your right, and I'll point to my left. Or
All
down.
right,
Point to your right. Yeah, there we
how's
go.
that?
That's sick. Okay, perfect. That'll be the thumbnail. I'll figure some way to do that. I don't know how to do that,
Right on.
but it'll just be stupid. But yeah,
Get me pointing the wrong way.
so why Jackson Hole?
Actually, one of my buddies is out there. Two of my buddies, and recently moved out there, and they've been working kind of seasonal jobs, and been sharing with us the cool riding and videos and pictures. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty keen to check it out.
that's cool. That's cool. Everybody says the Whistler. Everybody says Whistler.
Yeah, I
Even
know.
if you
I was
even
like,
if you've
that's a
even
given.
if you've gone to it, you still say Whistler. There are so many good trail systems that I know Whistler is like top notch, but that's like top notch for A line and all that kind of stuff. What kind of riding do you like to do the most? Is yours the freestyle type jumping and all that like A line, or do you like tech, or what's the stuff you kind of like the most?
Oh man, that one that's tough to answer
Yeah.
because I honestly love both styles of riding so much. I guess, flow or tech.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you like a favorite day on the bike.
Uh-huh.
My favorite days are like long rides that are like, you're pedaling. So like a big long climb, either tech or flow descent, maybe a little bit of both if you're lucky. Come down, I don't know, it's like a 25, 30-mile ride where you bonk, you run out of water, you're eating all kinds of granola bars and
Finding berries on the side of the road, and
yeah, finding berries, fighting bears, getting
the
lost.
squirrel you ran over. And
Yeah, I gotta check your map, realize you brought the wrong one.
oh,
That kind of
perfect.
ride where you're out in
Really,
the backcountry, just doing a big kind of epic ride. That's
the
my
getting
favorite.
lost, where most people would freak out. That's your trail. That's your trail.
That's my jam.
That's weird. And Drew goes bear ease, berries.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you just like you don't care what there is if you're doing tech or flow or anything like that. You just want to get lost out there.
Yeah, more or less. I don't know. I think that's where the fun. What is that
Yeah.
quote? It was some cheesy fun or adventure begins when you're outside your comfort zone. I just botched that, but something like that.
Maybe I should do that for lifted adventures. Maybe I don't know. That's crazy. You see, that's like deep. We should play some like deep music going on right now. I don't think I have. No, I
You
don't
got
have
some
any.
synths. Boom,
Meow
boom.
meow. That's awesome. Uh, the other Drew's dream place to ride is top of the world. That would be. And see, to me, that kind of thing is more of a just because everybody. That's a goal for like even big shots. I think that would be pretty cool. But um,
Definitely.
do you prefer cold day riding, or do you? Atlanta, you get more cold. It's colder up there than it is down here. And do you prefer cold, like a cold morning brisk ride, or do you like the hot, steamy, humid ones? Like I went riding yesterday, and it was so humid, terrible. I hated it.
Oh
Which ones
man.
do you prefer?
I uh I kind of envy Florida. You guys have a really good riding season, like all year.
Yeah,
Uh, I guess we're pretty lucky too compared to, out west, but I think I'm gonna say just sweat it out.
really.
Run through water and yeah, just feel like you're about to die at the end of the day. I'm not a
Jeez.
big fan of cold riding.
So I don't like the freezing. I'm not talking about freezing. I'm talking like just a brisk where you're like, ooh, that feels nice, you know?
Well, I'll say brisk, and that sounds
Brisk,
more
okay.
enjoyable.
Okay, okay. Because I mean, it doesn't. Does it freeze up there?
We'll get snow like once every 3 years.
Okay. Well, so it'll freeze. It's just got to be the perfect
Oh, it'll
session.
it'll freeze though. It gets down, under 32 quite frequently
That's
in the
cool.
winter.
Yeah, it gets down to like it'll get to 33. And if it
Florida.
does, the only time it gets to 32 or below here, and it's like perfect blue skies. It's like never gonna get snow. It not gonna snow here. That's
Maybe
that's
one day.
that's cool. Now you had said earlier that you're not a bike nerd, like a tech nerd. Do you are you one to take your bike to the shop, or do you know your own stuff? Do you do your own repairs and everything?
So actually, I'm kind of okay. I am a bike nerd. I do really like, geeking out on all the parts and thinking about how it all works together. And I guess I'm mechanically minded in that
Mm-hmm.
sense.
Yeah.
I think what I was trying to say was I try not to put too much emphasis on the bike itself. So
Okay.
I think it's easy because bikes are really, really cool. I think it's
Yeah.
super easy to say, oh, if I had that bike, then I'd hit that jump, or I think I'd race if I had a different bike, or I, complain the whole ride about your fork squeaking or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think I try not to geek out too much on that part where I'm putting an over emphasis. At least I have to remind myself that because I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I totally geek out. I love working on my own bikes. I'll do anything at this point. True wheels, build wheels, tear apart a fork, shock. So I think I don't know, for better or worse, I'll get into all of it.
That's cool. Now, do you have your own like you have your own tools and all that stuff, or do you just kind of find your own DIY like your wheel truing setup? Do you have a wheel truing kit, or do you just find DIY ways to do everything?
I always respect DIY, and I usually start with that. I got lucky. My buddy threw me a wheel truing stand. It's like a nice Park Tools one.
Oh, nice.
So that it makes it a lot easier than, but I've been there where you put two zip ties and, put it on the frame and spin it and tighten until it looks fairly true.
Do you watch? Do you learn all the stuff from like GMBN, or do you just figure it out on your own?
No, I think you got to. YouTube is such a good resource.
It really is.
There's awesome stuff online. You can break your bike, go and watch a 5-minute video, go out, tinker around for 30 minutes, and your bike's fixed. So I think it's awesome if you got the willpower to do that.
Is that who you watch though to get your fix on?
I'm not particularly biased. I'll watch GMBN. It's really, I guess, the YouTube algorithm, which one they show me.
Yeah.
Whichever one that works.
So what with that what mountain bike channels do you watch? What's your favorite ones to turn on when you just want to sit and chill?
So I actually something about the way Seth edits his videos
Yeah.
is just it's almost therapeutic in a
It's
way.
smooth and his
I
voice.
really yeah. It's I'll jump in and watch every couple of his, and I think it's kind of fun to track his right now his Berm Creek build.
Yeah.
So I've been tuning into those, and then I'll watch Remy Metallier, or I probably butchered his last name. Sorry, Remy.
Hmm.
But up in he's from Squamish. He's got the trail previews, and he's an excellent rider. So I really, enjoy watching him ride and taking some tips and tricks.
Do you think
Uh,
that helps with the YouTube channels being really good at writing, or do you think it's just if you're good at making videos?
I don't think you have to be a crazy, throwing backflips or anything to have a successful YouTube channel. And it's kind of cool actually. Like that's before, YouTube was a popular place to watch biking videos. Everyone went to, I guess, like watching the video of the day on Pink Bike. And to get the video of the day on Pink Bike, you had to be absolutely shredding. And it was kind of this like pro mountain bikers only get in the media. And then it's been cool to see YouTube mountain bikers evolve. and like, Seth's bike hacks pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Seth's not a pro. He's not, riding Joyride and throwing cork 360s or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But he's been able to, you know, become such an, I guess you would say, an influence in the mountain bike world. And he's nowhere near, the most talented mountain biker in the world. That said, he produces some of the coolest content. So yeah, it's been cool to see kind of that YouTube mountain biker evolve. So going back to your original question, no, I don't think you have to have the craziest skills in the world to produce some cool, enjoyable to watch videos.
Well, where do you think your channel's going to be going? Like all these people are busting out these, New Year's resolutions of what we're doing with the channel and all that stuff, and I guess I'm behind. I didn't bring that out because I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm enjoying. What do you see yourself doing the next 5 years?
Man, that's a probably a good question. I think my parents probably asked me that like 2 days ago.
Every job interview asks that question. Where do you see yourself the next 5 years?
No, I'm kind of the same approach as you. I'm gonna I think this YouTube platform is really cool, and I really want to put as much effort as I can into that. So
Yeah,
kind of as I'm setting up at least the next year of my life, I've set up more time to put into YouTube and to making videos, and kind of exploring that as a bit more of a career. And at this kind of up until this point, it's been make videos on the occasion, and I think I want to treat it more like like training for a race,
yeah.
where I have a little bit more regimented schedule, and I stick to if I'm going to make a video this week, then I'm going to make a video instead of just making it fun. But I do want the topics to be the same thing of you know something that I enjoy talking about and making and filming.
Yeah. Do you now your channel? You started off with, I think you said, DIYs and how-to videos, correct?
I think early I bounced around between like just little shredits with friends, and those are always really fun.
Yeah.
And then kind of explored a couple little how tos, and then I think probably my most popular videos were the like the 10 different wheelies and stoppies, all kind of different genres in the mountain biking world.
Most of your videos, like you're really good at wheelies and manuals. Like, what did you do to get? I don't know if you watch. What's the dude's name?
Jeff
Uh,
Kendall Weed, he's
Jeff
awesome.
Kendall Weed. That dude busts out manuals all over the place.
He's nuts.
In the most weird and random places, he's busting them out. You like the videos. Every time I watch your video, you're busting out stuff like that too. What did it take to get to like? How long did it take for you to get comfortable with doing stuff like that? Like, what'd you do?
I think busting out manuals, I thought of busting my butt, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it takes a good bit of. I mean, you got to loop out every once in a
No
while.
one sees that. No one sees that on YouTube. They just see the skill, the massive, just sick manuals that people are doing. They're like, "Oh, dude, he's so awesome," but they don't see the person slamming his backside against the ground a million times more.
I will say that once you get kind of comfortable in that manualing position, and that where your weight is and the balance point of everything and how to really control your back brake,
Yeah,
I think it does get you get comfortable doing it, and then you start seeing different portions of the trail and going, oh, I could probably link that together and manual that 5 foot section, and then it becomes 10, and kind of works up from there. I
that's
think
super cool.
confidence
Yeah,
helps too.
that's super cool. What's the hardest trick that you can do on your? It's a little kid question, I know, but what's the hardest trick you can do on your? Well, the coolest one. What's your favorite thing to do?
Oh man, um, let's see. I'm not too crazy on the tricks. Like I can't backflip or anything nuts
Yeah.
like that. But um, I love a good T-bog. That's a fun one.
What's a T-bog?
So that's when you take your hand off the bars, you turn your bars, and then you grab your seat with that hand. And then you kind of lean back over the back wheel.
Uh, that sounds. I'm a parent. That sounds so dangerous. That sounds so
Yeah,
dangerous.
don't. I better not talk too loud. My mom might hear.
Your mom not here. That's hilarious. Now, with your writing, you were saying you did a lot of what'd you call it? Shreddits.
Shred
Um,
it.
with you and your friends. Is that how you normally ride? Do you ride with a group of people, or do you take out that solo chill ride?
I think probably my well, I like both rides.
Yeah.
So I have been riding with friends a bit more. I'm really lucky to have a group of cool friends to go ride with locally here. But also I do like a good solo ride. It's you get that therapy side of mountain
Hmm.
biking that just go burn some steam off.
Yeah. Do you guys do your own like little competitions between each other, or stuff like
Oh, you
that? Yeah.
got to, man. That's a
Yeah.
given.
Yeah. Uh,
That's kind of how you progress.
Do you have any other YouTube friends that you bike with? I mean you don't bike with Drew, but he's pretty cool. But
We're going to one day. We've talked about that.
yeah, that's super cool. Now with your YouTube channel, what you got? What do you have? Do you have 18,000 subscribers now?
Just hit 18.
Just
Yep.
hit 18,000. What do you feel you've done for people who are starting off new channels? What do you feel you've done that has made a huge difference in your on your channel?
As far as growth goes,
Growth goes,
or
yeah. Just what do you
okay.
think you've done that's made it excel to 18 grand?
I think just being, I guess, relatable. In terms of the videos that I make, whether that be just fun edits or content that people enjoy watching. I guess being kind of, I don't know if you'd call it wholesome, but
Yeah.
relatable.
Yeah. Okay. Just being yourself and just having fun and not caring what people think.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And then also um, like collaborating with as many people as you want. Like this was such a cool opportunity. Like I'm super thankful to be on here on the podcast
Oh, it's my pleasure, bro.
with Jeremy and Lifted Adventures. And I think doing as much of that as you can. And that's something I'd like to explore in the future too. Is continue doing things like this and linking up with other mountain bike YouTubers.
I love it. And this is kind of why I started. It's super cool meeting new people. That's
Yeah,
why I love mountain biking so much because when you meet a new person, it doesn't matter like what kind of person they are. You're just having fun. You're shredding. Just they might be shredding. I don't shred a lot, but they're just they're just having fun. That's totally cool.
yeah.
Now with the new YouTubers, that's what you suggest on helping them out. What do you suggest for new someone that wants to get into the mountain biking sport? What would you tell them?
Let's see. I would tell them stick with it because there's gonna be some really fun rides at first, and you're gonna love them. There's gonna be some terrible rides where you break your bike and you run out of water
And run
and
out of
you
water.
wreck and you gash your leg up. And I think if you can get past, that the bad rides, then
Yeah.
you'll stick with this sport for a while.
So you yelled you wanted to be quiet and made sure your mom didn't hear you. Um, how does your family feel? Now you're not married,
No,
correct? Okay.
kind
What
of
is
thankful
your
for that one.
so everybody? Drew is single. The what is that? What do I have? I have like 3.2% of my followers are women.
Hey, I think that's more than me. I checked. I'm like one.
You're like 1%. Yeah,
Maybe
it's
less than,
I
man.
got a bunch of men, a bunch of men that watch me. But what was I even talking about? That totally erased my thought of memory of my planning. I can't even talk now.
What we were talking about. The break. I
Oh,
don't
we
even
were
know.
talking about your parents, like your family.
Mm,
How's your family
yeah.
feel about having a YouTube channel and being on camera in front of so many people?
About the YouTube channel. So actually, my dad, believe it or not, has a YouTube channel a lot larger than mine.
Really?
He does. It's really unique. It's his YouTube channel. I'll give him a plug here. It's Moo Moo Math and Science.
Moo
And
Moo Math and Science.
actually, I think probably if he didn't hit it today, it'll be sometime this week. But he's gonna hit 100,000 subs.
Whoa,
But he makes all kinds of math and science. He's a middle school teacher, so it's all middle school support videos.
that's awesome.
And I admire my dad for this. He creates a video every single day, and
Dang.
he's maybe missed a handful of days in the past 3 years. So he's been going hard
Well,
on
shout
YouTube,
out
and
to Moo Moo Math and Science. Everybody go check out that channel so he can hit 100,000 subscribers.
yeah,
Dude,
if you
that's sick,
need
dude.
any seventh grade science help, there you go.
That's totally cool, dude. So do you have a lot of your a lot of your viewers seventh graders then?
Probably actually.
That's totally
But
cool. So with YouTube, what is your recording setup? What do you do? Like I have right now, announced to anybody, no one knows. I'm on my laptop with my screen right there, my webcam, and then I use a Hero 7 Black for my POV, and then my now new S20 for some B-roll. What's your camera setup that you use? Your recording setup?
the S20, who makes that one?
Samsung.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. I haven't
It is
played with any of
sick,
the
dude. I
Samsungs.
I just got it, and I'm recording the reveal, or not reveal. I'm saying it right now, but the review for my new gravel bike.
Uh-huh.
And actually, yes, this is. I just revealed it because I wasn't telling anybody. Cool, whatever.
Man,
But
early bird.
I know, right? I'm recording for it, and it records in 8K.
Oh man, no way.
It stinking records in 8K. Now,
Holy
here's
shit.
the issue with that. I don't have an 8K recording computer.
Oh man.
So, I tried to upload it to my PC, and nope. My computer said, not doing it. Not doing it. And it won't do it, so I have to re-record that part. But yeah, 8K. 8K, it does 4K and obviously 1080p. So it's a kick butt cell phone.
Dude, I don't even know what I do with 8K right now. Like when I'm rendering 4K clips, my computer sounds like a Ford F-150.
You see, this is the thing. The 8K and like it doesn't matter about it, and 4K is almost not really needed because like even the computer I'm on right now, I can't. It might be a 4K monitor, but most monitors out there are not 4K, and a lot of
Yep.
cell phones out there aren't 4K. Um, and so you producing an 8K, not going to matter. So
That's
it's
awesome though.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
it's cool to
Pushing
say
the
it, but
technology limits.
it's nuts. So like here in the next within at least 10 years, I'm sure everybody's going to be recording in 4K
Oh
at
yeah.
least minimum, and then a lot in 8K.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, and it's a sweet phone. You gotta check it out. The S20. So
Yeah, I will.
what are you recording on?
So I really love my setup right now. It's a for my main camera. It's a Sony A6500. So it shoots in 4K
Yeah.
and then does some. It's 120 frames per second in 1080. So you get some nice crispy slow mo. And I actually use that a ton. Even for like B-roll, you can do a quick little pan and
Mm-hmm.
then put it in slow mo, and then it's this nice like buttery. It's kind of a cheat code for nice little
Yeah,
filming
yeah,
tricks like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Shh, don't tell anybody that. That's a silent trick. No one does.
And then I've got a couple different lenses for it. My favorite is a 18 to 105. So big zoom range. You can shoot really wide at 18 millimeters, or you can zoom it in all the way, through the treble
Yeah.
to 105. So that's a really close-up shot. I use that camera most of the time, or that lens most of the time. And then I also have a couple primes, like a 35 and a 50.
Okay.
And then POV is Hero 7 Black. And then that's most of my gear. I have a lav system as well. I think I read it, or I have my audio. I'm usually pretty proud of because of the lav system. That makes a
Yeah.
big difference. And then a blue recording mic. That's kind of the whole kit and caboodle there.
Okay, and Drew over here is saying you're a Mac guy. Are you
I
a Mac
am.
guy?
Yep. Big Mac guy.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Are we gonna fight?
No, we're not, because all the big shots are on Macs also, so it's okay. It happens. Yeah, it's all good. So we are coming close to the end of our awesome time.
Man, that flew by.
Live. Would I like to end? Talk about how you end your videos. Do you have a? I have a saying that I say on the end of mine. Do you have a sign off? Chant or words or scripture or something?
Man, I don't. I need to come up with one. I think I've just been like eating bananas with their peels on.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my.
That's that'll hurt you. You can't do that. Actually, I heard there's more potassium in. Is it true? There's more potassium in the skins of the peels of the banana than in the banana itself.
See, that's why I've been eating the peels. No one knows it.
You're a genius.
Great nutrition.
Well, I've come across a lot of that lately, and I normally just tell people that are watching to help and comment down in the comment section below a new or a ending slogan. That sounds German. Ending slogan.
It'd be a whole word.
Ending slogan.
I think that's going to be my ending slogan. Ending slogan.
Ending slogan. Ending slogan. Ride your bike. Ending slogan. I help people out with that. I'm you got these love matchmakers. I'm a ending slogan matchmaker. So
I'm gonna have to consult you on that.
Yeah. So it'll help. Oh, Drew says doesn't matter the bike. That's his thing.
Hey,
you can't say that, Drew.
I can't steal yours, Drew.
Well, you can, because you have 18,000 subscribers. That's awesome. Well, what would you like to tell somebody who's never seen your channel about your channel to entice them? What's your whole purpose in your channel? What do you want everybody to know? It's a deep question, bro.
I guess I'm just a guy that enjoys making some fun biking videos and also loves Jesus. And I always hope to honor him in everything that I do.
That's awesome.
But yeah, just fun on two wheels.
Fun on two wheels. There's your slogan.
Fun on two wheels. Dig
Fun
it.
on two wheels. Get out there and ride. That's stupid.
Get out there.
That's fun. That's awesome, dude. Well, dude, I appreciate so much you coming and getting on here with me. It's awesome to meet you, and everybody. I posted Drew's channel down below. I'm not gonna say his last name again. Blankenbecler. Try to say his last name 5 times fast. Oh, 5 times fast. I always do it. You have to say Jeremy's Pedal Power Hour 5 times as fast as you can.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for real. I thought you watched some of my videos. You have to.
Dude, I thought I was exempt from that one.
No one is exempt from this amazing, blessed, lifted tongue twister. So here we
All
go.
right, so it's Jeremy's pedal power hour.
Faster. Yes,
All
it's
right,
Jeremy's pedal power hour.
you give me the countdown. It's 5 times, right?
5 times fast. Ready, set, take a breath, lick your lips, and
Oh no.
go.
Jeremy's pedal power hour. Jeremy's pedal power hour. Jeremy's pedal power hour. Jeremy's pedal power hour. Jeremy's pedal power hour.
Perfect.
5. Oh,
Thanks,
man.
awesome. Like I say every single time, guys, make sure you lift up God, lift up life, lift up the adventure. Get out there and make your own adventures. Check out Drew Blankenbecler's YouTube channel. You won't be upset about it. It's a perfect decision and choice to do it. Thanks again, Drew. I'll see you all later. God bless. I gotta end it. I end it. And